Jai Shri Krishna to all. Welcome and Happy New Year. From Path to Anandam team and Path to Anandam Gita series. Freedom from pains and miseries to happy, healthy and peaceful life. Based on Bhagavad Gita, 108 mantras to awaken your soul and with the vibration of all. Pranam to Swami Hariharji Maharaj. With his blessings, his guidance, we are here together. I'm Satya Kalra, your host and founder of Path to Anandam. And with all of your efforts and Swamiji's blessings and Lord Krishna's guidance, we are all here together. And whatever you see here, it's all Guruji's and Lord Krishna's blessings. And our today's session is New Era, New Year, and New You, New Me. Very special program. And in this session, we will be covering how to say goodbye to 2022 and welcome 2023. What should be our goal and purpose of our life? And what prevents us, our pains, miseries, problems, our issues? And what changes do I need to make? What habits I want to change? And how would I change it? How would I self-transform myself? And my sankalpa, newer of me, practices, meditation. And today we want to have our experiences, what we have learned in 2022, how are we going to apply for the rest of our life. So, new era. We all have our ups and downs in 2022. How can we let that go, those feelings? Sometimes it's very hard. At the same time, we embrace 2023 and how we embrace. Everybody has some goals, some mainly the worldly goals, and the favorite one, the study shows the most common one is, I'm going to lose my weight and go to gym. I will eat this. I won't eat this. The proper diets. And if you go and look at the gyms from today onward until February, they will be crowded. And after kind of middle of February, kind goes down and down, the attendance goes down, and the people kind of get back to the routine. We all do that. We set the goals, and then we, for first 6 weeks, 8 weeks, we are very enthusiastic, and then little by little, they disappear. So what can we do? We have Bhagavad Gita. And we want to, with the help of Bhagavad Gita, let's set up a new different goal, which actually we did it last year also. That's why our session, if you look at it, it says freedom from miseries and pains and to happy, healthy, and peaceful life. So we are still carrying on, but this is a reminder to set a goal, to attain the purpose of my life and experience and realize who I am. I am Brahmasmi, my true nature is Satchit Ananda. I'm no different than God. I am love. I am peace. I am Anandam. I am divine. As Vivekananda ji says, everybody has a potential to be divine. And many scriptures say that. And the best part is that it is in our DNA. It's not something that we are saying new. But we forget. And there is a beautiful story which I would like to share, which Bhagavati ji always shares it, and that's my favorite as well. That one lady, she lost her diamond ring and she was looking nearby light, the house, because her light was off in the house. So she went outside and she was looking for it and looking, and other people came and helped her. And finally they asked her, where did you lose your ring? And she says, inside the house. And then they ask her, why are you looking outside the house then? You're supposed to be looking inside the house. She says, yeah, but the light is outside. So that's what I'm looking here. And we do the same thing. We look for our love, peace, anandam, happiness in the external worlds, where it is right here within us. So our focus should be, we should look within ourselves, connect to the divine, because the true happiness is within. And that's what I call it. Gita is a path to Anandam. So let's all start our prayers. It's not the Arjuna's problems, it's our issues as well, though the issues might be different. And the solutions. By having the problems, Arjuna became hero to zero. And when we are upset, same thing happens. We forget who we are. And we get to the point where we have developed our headaches and diseases and all that kind of problems, and we get into Vishad. So let's all pray to Lord Krishna for his guidance with surrender and humble request. Karpanye dosho pehte swabhava paschami tvam dharma sammood cheta jachhesyani nishchitam bruhitan me shishyaste aham shadimam tvam prapanyam shishyaste aham shadimam tvam prapanyam. My heart is overpowered by the weakness of pity. I have lost all my composure and my mind is confused about my duty, my dharma. What should I do? What should I not do? So please instruct me, guide me, that what should I do? What is the best for me? I want to hear that from you only, not what I am looking for or what I want. Why? Because I'm your disciple. I surrender to you. So let's all surrender and ask for his guidance. Please instruct me. And then, little by little, we will get out of any confusions, any worries, any fear. And like Arjuna, we will say, Jotasyati Gobindam. We won't say anymore, Na Jotasyati Gobindam. We don't want to fight the battle of life like Arjuna. We will say, yes, with your advice, I will become aware that what is my duty. And I guide me. I want to listen to you. So I could say, Karishye Vachanam Tav. I will do as you advise. And with those guidance, Lord Krishna pour his blessings. What a wonderful Lord Krishna. Anytime we pray to him, he pours us with his blessing. And here he poured Arjuna with Bhagavad Gita. Because Arjuna became a student, not a friend anymore. And Lord Krishna became a teacher. So Gita is the step-by-step spiritual instruction manual for healthy, happy, and peaceful life and experience Satchitananda. But it's a step-by-step. Arjuna went step-by-step because he was in pieces. And Lord Krishna blessed him, poured his peace on him. You can see it here, how he is surrendering to him. So then question comes, if my nature is true Satchit Ananda, why can't I experience it? What disconnects me from this supreme power which flows in my body all the time? Why can't I feel it? What are my issues? What takes me to Vishad? What makes me mad? What makes me sad? And what takes my smile away from me? But in order to understand that, we have to be self-aware. Like Arjuna, he became aware that he cannot fight anymore because he is overtaken by his attachment to his family members. And here are awareness. We have to have this awareness, what comes in our way to experience the true Satchit Ananda. It could be a physical problem. It could be some relationship problem, financial problem, social problem, environmental problems, job problems, and one loses the peace of mind. And everyone in the world goes through that. And then emotional problems, our sanskaras. So here is a little homework here. Make a list of your issues. Take away what takes away your smile or brings you to Ishad or makes you sad or makes you upset and worries and fearful. Just take a time. Make a list. And I put here my name here. And I'm going to share what is my goal and what one of the things which I really want to work on it. But Bhagavad Gita also addresses that the causes of our unhappiness, which is the most common, most favorite, the verse which explains the most all the miseries of the world. Those are 5 + 2 enemies. Dhyayato Vishan Punsa. Sangasteshu Pajayate. Sanga Sanjayate Kama Kama Krodho Vijayate. Krodha Bhavati Samoha. Samoha Smriti Vibhrama. Smriti Vranshad Buddhi Nasha Buddhi Nasha Pranshati. Cause of our miseries is too many worldly desires, anger, greed, arrogancy, ego, jealousy, hatred. And in Gita, it also says that Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, these are the triple gate to hell. So we should be careful not to enter into those gates. But there are something in our subconscious mind which we don't even realize that we are already there. So how to overcome my miseries? Gita in Lord Krishna explains to Arjuna and tells him, he starts giving him now some guidance. And he tells him, go beyond your limitations because you are engrossed with your gunas. Go and self-transform, get out of this confusion. And he tells him, Triguna Vishya Veda, Nistre Guno Bhav Arjuna. Arjuna, Nistre Guno Bhav, go beyond these gunas. Nirdvando, Nitsatvasto, Niryokshem, Atman. He says, this is what that comes from Vedas, these three gunas, Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic, which we all have it. Go beyond that, because right now, in that situation, Arjuna was engrossed with the Tamasic nature. He just sat down, his body could not function. And then Lord Krishna, not only that, he tells him to become Nistre Guna Bhavarjuna. He tells him how further, all the 574 verses, not just guide Arjuna, it is for us. And that's why it is called step-by-step instruction manual, which takes us to Anandam. And that's why I call Gita as a path to Anandam. Through all these teachings, it takes us to our true nature, who we are. And actually, Lao teaches also said that if you want to awaken all the humanity, then awaken all of yourself. If you want to eliminate the suffering in the world, then eliminate all that is dark and negative in yourself. Truly, the greatest gift you have to give it is that of your own self-transformation. So we have to transform ourselves. Then we can help others and bring the love, peace, Anandam to the universe. So here are my issues. Here is my list. What disconnects me? What takes me to Vishad? I would say what upsets me, what takes a smile away from me, and what I am going to do it here. You know, my issue is that if somebody does something which is not likable to me, or which does not resonate with my personality, which takes the smile away from me, it immediately takes me to upsetness. I would say Vishad, I would call it Vishad, but Vishad is a very strong word because Vishad means when you have a toxic wish in your body. So it's a Vishad. However, that's a very strong word, poison in the body, toxins in the body. Though it might not be that much poison, but it upsets me. What are those things? When somebody does something to me which I do not like it, they say something to me which I do not like it, then it upsets me. I have also problem, total 100% surrender and 100% Shraddha and faith. Though I think Shraddha and faith, I wouldn't question myself, but when it comes to something does not go right, I do not surrender that this is all God's wish. I feel like maybe I have not done something wrong. I have done something wrong. I have not put my best effort. At that time, my I-ness comes and I feel like I am the doer and I'm not doing my best. So I become a little bit too hard on myself. And so I have to develop the more surrender and more equanimity within myself. And chapter 12 is the heart of Bhagavad Gita. That's what Hariharji Maharaj said. Has the verses from 13 to 20, where it helps all the shortcomings, whatever we have, how we can transform ourselves and how we can go beyond it. For example, here, which my issue is, it says, yes, man, vijte loko na vijte cha, harsha marsh bhai dvegai, mukto yasak me priya. Which means that if I am not bothered with whatever other people tell me, or I should not also upset other people, and I should not get the upset by other people's behavior, then I become very dear to God. The another word, it says, Anipeksha suchir dakshi udasino gatratha sarvaramba parityagi yomad bhakta samepriya. Again, he says, expectations from others and too many expectations from yourself causes all those issues. And I do have a high expectation from myself, at least, which I have to work on it. I have to be more equanimous. And sometimes I'm too positive. So I have to remind myself that I have to become neutral. I have to be realistic. I have to be equanimous. So these are the two verses which I put it for myself. That this is what I did to work on it. But there are other ones which says, mitreja tatha manapamaneo, shitoshan sukh dukkeshu samasang vivarjita. Again here says, man apamaneo. So why do I get upset? Because maybe I feel insulted. Maybe I feel here, man, you know, or somebody appreciates me. Then I kind of feel like little bit inside, rather than being neutral, it comes to me that maybe my ego comes there, but I enjoy that. And I should be udasin. I should not be affected by whether somebody appreciates me or somebody badmouth me or whatever. I should not be, I should be more neutral. And then again, re-emphasize the same thing. Tulle ninda sitir moni santishto kenchit aniketa sthirmati bhakti man me priyo nara. Again, it says nindya prasancha. If somebody does nindya for I should be still not be affected. I should be sthirmati. My mati should be totally equanimous. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan manogatan atmanev atmana tushta sthit pragasya dochate. I should be sthit pragya. My buddhi should be always stable. And that's where I have my issues. I wanted to share that with you. So my goal is to work on this, and how I'm going to work on it, I'm going to share in the next slide. But before I go there, here Lord Krishna, what he says, this is the most favorite one. We all should remember that. Ye tu dharmyamrit midam yathoktam parupaste shraddha dhanam mat parma bhaktaste me priya. That person is so dear to me, who practices these, not even all of them, but even practice one, other will come follow, like a siblings, twins. One does something, the other one automatically start following. So one, if we practice one, this divine quality, then others will follow. And how, I just wanted to share this part with you. I have been doing this for last 30 years. And anytime I'm worried, I analyze it that yes, I am worried, I am fearful. Then I turn into Bhagavad Gita. And then Bhagavad Gita, that particular verse helps me. Like for fearless, one who has faith and is sincere in yogic practices and has control over the senses, gains this transcendental knowledge, this wisdom. Having gained this knowledge, one at once attains supreme peace. So this is just an example. If there is a problem with the love, there is a problem with the anger, all these Gita's verses are there. If there is a problem with the contentment or ego, and all this is right here. So this is just the one page I'm sharing with you, but I have 5-6 pages like that, because here is again dhyato vishan punsa, so thoughts turn into speech, and that's where sometimes we say the wrong things because we are thinking about wrong things or have in our subconscious mind. And then it comes into action, it becomes our habit and becomes our personality, it becomes our destiny, and that becomes the causes of bondage or freedom, birth and death. So all these, Gita is, that's why I call it over and over, Path to Anandam, Atma Darshini, because every solution of our life is there. So how can we practice this? Just take one verse, whatever is the need of that situation, those emotions. But before we do that, we should live in that consciousness. Start our day by reading Bhagavad Gita or Om mantra, whatever. That's so important. Whatever we do in the morning, we must practice some autography, whatever, because our rest of the day is set accordingly. Whatever we think in the morning, whole day we will be thinking about it. So our intentions in the morning should be very, very clear. And read one message, one verse, whatever is needed, and then practice during the day. But we should not forget of our body, yoga, exercises, pranayama, meditations. All these align ourselves to connect to the supreme power. And of course, it gives us a good health as well. So our intentions have to be set in the morning. And then gradually, our negativity, confusions will disappear, which is called self-purification. And then we transform. And then the purpose of the life is achieved by little. And we realize that I am Satchitananda, and then we go beyond our cycle of birth and death, and we are more happy, healthy, and peaceful. But it requires Shraddha and surrender. And this is where as I said, I really need to work on the surrender part. And then evaluate, set the goal, but sometimes we succeed, sometimes we can go back. So because we are practicing it, and there is nothing wrong, this is a part of practice. But we should not get upset or pound ourselves for certain days we have not achieved what we wanted to achieve. So continue to practice and pray to God and thank Him for His guidance, and then surrender and let go. Sarvadharma paritajye mamekam sharanam braj aham tvam sarpapebhyo mokshashyami ma shuche. So we should always remember that, and then we will attain our true nature. I am Anandam, I am love, I am peace, I am divine, I am Satchitananda, I am that. I am Anandam, and so is everybody else. We must remember that. And then we experience that peace and Anandam within ourselves. And then, of course, it goes to the family, to the community, nation, and ultimately to the universe. So inner peace, inner love, inner Anandam creates that global peace. So our homework. We said self-awareness. Now here it comes a self-inquiry. So dhyaya abhyasnam. So as I said, make the list. What are my issues? What do I need to work on? What do I need to let go? And what do I need to embrace? Because self-inquiry is only path for self-improvement and reach higher self and experience who we are. So in summary, what is my true nature? My true nature is Satchit Anand within us. I always give that example that like a water is nature is cool, but when we boil it, it is so hot. But when you take it down from the stove, then it goes back to the coolness, that original nature. Similarly, our true nature is Satchit Anand. It is in every DNA, every gene of our body. But when we are upset, we forget that. And that's where and this poem is, anger is not my true nature. My true nature is Satchit Anand. Hatred is not my true nature. Resentment is not my true nature, because we do all those things. But that's not who we are. Jealousy is not my true nature. Dejection, restlessness is not my true nature. My true nature is calmness, equanimity. Laziness is not my true nature. Sickness is not my true nature. I should be healthy, happy, because that's what I am. So I am not sick. I am not lazy. I am only Satchit Ananda. So from now on, we do not label ourselves. I am lazy. I cannot do this. I am sick. I am boring. I am lifeless. I am stupid. Sometimes we say all those things, and I hear that. But this is a message. I am love. I am peace. I am Anandam. I am Satchit Ananda. And actually that comes from my book, My Question and I Answer, My Question and God's Answer. So some of you have it, you can find it there. So this is the poem. This is the ultimate purpose of our life, Satchit Ananda. So make God the supreme goal of life. Do self-purification, self-transformation, and with the controlling of all the senses, and fulfill your duty. Live in God's consciousness and seek God in all. Attain supreme satisfaction and contentment. Seek freedom from anger, fear, and desires. Freedom from miseries and sorrows. Freedom from vices and develop virtues. Attain the supreme state and do not return again. Unite with the supreme super consciousness. Attain God's self-realization. Attain liberation. Moksha. See, self-realization is for the non-duality, oneness. But the moksha, liberation, come from all these miseries. And then we attain the self-realization. So live in love, peace, and Anandam, and realize your true nature. My true nature, I am Satchit Ananda. So let's have a sankalpa today that I transform and let go and live in happy, healthy, and peaceful life and experience who I am. So this is a resolution for us for New Year. But keep in mind, this is not just the only one day. We want to continue on this. Cleanse our subconscious mind, which stores a lot of old messages, old problems, 22 and prior to that. Cleanse all that from the mind, through by putting the new information in conscious mind, and then connect with the superconscious mind. And here it says, Sankalpa Bhavan Karmasya Tattva Sarvaneshas. That little by little, and then how Manos, Indriya Gramam, all around, Shanai Shanai Uppar Med, then gradually, little by little, the Buddha Gati Grahita, Atman Manam Sanshana Kinchit Api Chinte, means one gradually attains, Shanai Shanai Upparmed, gradually attains this supreme state. But we have to take our sankalp and we just live in that consciousness that this is my goal and this is what I'm going to achieve. So change starts at the conscious mind, and then goes to conscious mind, and then it goes to superconscious mind. These are the steps, but it's a slow process as a turtle, so we should continue with that one. So thank you very much. And Happy New Year to all of you for attending. New era, new year, and new of me, new of you, and experience happy, healthy, and peaceful life.